of life.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Real Talk Tuesday. I'm your host Cameron. I'm here with my co-host Eric, and today's just going to be a continuation of our previous episode 23. We had our dads on the podcast, and it's a really fucking good one so far. So if you guys want to stay tuned, be much appreciated. Other than that, we hope you guys enjoy the podcast, and we'll see you at the end. Thanks, guys. 50, 60 views on like YouTube and.
What? No, YouTube is like 60 views per video,
Yeah.
but then
Anchor's like.
I'm gonna say this. 15,
on my
20. On my YouTube channel. Shout
Yeah,
out
he
Glovebox
gets
Gaming.
fucking.
I got
No,
like.
go ahead, say it louder.
I
What
got
was that,
like
sir?
Glovebox Gaming. So I got 680,000 views on one video.
Yeah.
And,
no, he blew up.
And people contact me. You know, they
Yeah.
say, hey, such and such and such and such. We need you to do this. And I get sponsors. They send me stuff. They say, hey, give this out.
We need one good episode.
And that's what you need. You need just that one. Just
Well,
that one.
I've been trying to find influencers too.
but see,
Influencers won't do it.
No,
Because
It's
you're
gotta be
dipping
raw.
into their market.
yeah, it gotta be
That's
raw.
why. That's why it's
why they
hard. But
won't
it's
do
like
it.
it's hard to find that.
Okay,
like,
okay.
that
Raw
episode
dog.
where Listen. If you really want to start blowing up like that, we're gonna have to tackle like topics that are hot at that time. Like the Trisha Paytas, she's like this like YouTuber.
I know Trisha,
yeah,
the chubby girl. She's cute.
Yeah,
She's cute though.
something like that.
Yeah.
She got mental issues, but
Yeah.
she makes them aware. It's fine. But no, she her and H3 right now had this like huge fucking blowout. They used to record it for Frenemies, and if we would have recorded an episode like the fucking day it happened and then put it out discussing what happened, dude, we would have fucking blew up. I know it for a fact. But we have to tackle issues like that because someone put a video out. This guy, I think his YouTube channel had like 2 subscribers. Or 200 or some shit. Put a fucking YouTube video.
Is it because the
about
keywords
frenemies,
were like
about
the
it was
main-
frenemies,
Yeah,
Trisha
okay, I
Paytas.
got you.
Dude, that's video alone, 900 and something thousand views.
But then
and
the
then his
thing
fucking
is,
subscriber count to like
but the thing
4,000.
is to hold those subscribers and hold that
But
content.
see,
No, I think once you have them, it
let
doesn't
me tell you
matter.
something about subscribers. Nobody unsubscribes.
No one fucking goes and unsubscribes.
If somebody subscribes,
They forget about it.
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Nobody unsubscribes.
But you don't get
lose.
monetized off of the subscribers. You get monetized off of the views.
You
with
get
the
No, you
monetized
get
off of
subscribers
the
too.
views. You get monetized off of ad revenue
When do the plaques come?
Yeah,
at
100,000.
100,000 and
1 mil.
1 million.
And then 10 mil.
Yep.
And then 50 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like
PewDiePie's the only person that ever got 100
I got
mil, besides-
8,500 right now, right?
Wow.
You're close.
No. I need 100,000, bro.
Sorry about
He out
that.
here piping his head up. Yeah, damn, bro, you right
Not
around the corner.
85,000. It was
No.
8,500.
Yeah, exactly. If I was 85,000,
You right up on it, man. Dang.
You
wouldn't be here right now.
I was going to say, if I was 85,000,
I
you'd be
support
paying
you,
me.
son, from a distance.
But the only thing I can say is what does it is consistency,
Yeah.
and you got to hit that
mark.
Absolutely.
you got to hit that algorithm.
And that-
We're 20. I mean, we're 23 episodes deep. This is our
think so.
23rd, 22nd.
I'm telling you, y'all got a
It's
lot
just
to
like
work-
musicians and songwriters. You can have a book filled with 1,000 songs,
But that one.
but that one
right.
song
Can make
in
all
the
the
right
difference.
ear. Cha-ching.
And
Yeah, so-
everybody's going to tell you, hey man, y'all are this, y'all are that, y'all are this, but that's fine. Keep that positivity.
Yeah.
But keep working your craft though. That's just my thing.
Absolutely.
Just keep doing
Yeah.
what you do because I do it because I like it, not because I'm trying to get views. And
No,
all that.
well, we're not necessarily doing it 'cause
honestly, like we don't
enjoy
fucking
this.
we never like. I don't think there's one time we really discuss views or
Money or views,
content or
anything.
anything until we like
People
until
ask
we
me,
bring it up
People ask me why'd you start a YouTube channel? Why did y'all start a YouTube channel?
because we want to. Well, because mainly
Nah,
I was
for real,
leaving. I was
I'm
leaving
gonna
the
tell
Air,
you.
I was leaving the Air
No, we
Force.
both got. Both of us do. You
Oh,
say yours. I'm
Yeah,
saying
go
mine.
ahead.
What was yours?
Mine.
Yeah, Cam.
Well, mine was because I was leaving the Air Force, and then we wanted to keep talking. Like we wanted to keep the bond, you know, and then also
Bromance.
yeah. Let's
keep it real, folks. Let's keep it
we wanted
real.
to keep talking and shit, and then because those late night conversations were like the highlight of my fucking work day, you know what I mean?
Right,
Because it was chill, and then
Right.
I was like, oh, we could keep doing.
I know, man.
And I was like, oh, we can keep doing that shit.
What was
You know I mean?
yours?
For real, it's like it basically what he said, and then in my mind, every time we had that conversation about like potentially trying to do something like this, this is outside of every comfort zone that I've had in a long time.
Right.
And it was like I felt like I was at a point in life where I needed something new, and it was like I know he was aspiring for something new because he would tell me all the time, and I'm like, if this could be the fucking new, let's do it. We both
Yeah.
want something new. It doesn't make sense to not put it together. We have conversation that flows no matter what room you put us in, don't matter who you put us around. And we tend to be ourselves all the fucking time. And that's not something you find in people. And I think too, it's like it's a situation where like in life you find people that are like genuine friends. This is a genuine friendship. Like this is I don't gotta do nothing for him, he ain't gotta do nothing for me, and this is just
It is what
we
it
cool
is.
with
Yeah.
it. And that's I
No
don't know.
expectations.
Yeah.
We also wanted to record our lives.
Now,
Yeah,
that's,
see,
that's why I started the channel. So I'm 52, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be here for 100 more years, right? So I wanted my grandkids to be able to go to YouTube and say, "That's what Pop. That's what Pop
Yeah.
was doing. That's what it was all about for me. It was nothing.
Better have
else.
a bleep version.
Yeah, it was nothing about
this kid.
It was nothing about money. It was I don't care about all that. I just want them to see. Because if I had that when I was coming up, to see my dad,
He's so
man,
cool.
come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's
That
the
is what
best.
it's all about. Right
That's
there.
what I
the
love.
best.
Key moment, key words.
My mom also, like, he was
Enough of your mommy now. How you doing, guys? Welcome back to Charmin. Brought to you by Charmin.
He said enough of your mom.
fucking no, it's good about you. But
thanks.
we would record videos. Like my dad would record all these videos. And my
Home
mom,
videos, that old school
Well,
shit.
let's talk
No,
about this.
like,
Let me interrupt you.
perfect videos.
Listen,
Real to real.
Let me interrupt you real quick.
Go ahead, I'm here.
Okay, so I talk in all my videos.
I was just about to fucking say that. See, same wavelength. That was fucking.
The only reason I talk in my videos, which all my ex-wives hate them, 2 ex-wives, they hate, hey, stop talking, shut up, just play the video, just record. Don't you know, we don't want to hear your voice all the time. Why is it all about you? They never got it. They never got why I want to talk on it.
Right,
So
right.
my sons can hear my voice one day.
Exactly.
What if I got in a car accident 3 weeks later? That would be the only thing that
Yeah.
can hold on to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Can
Bro, I know.
You know
'Cause
what I'm
if
saying?
I can
Yeah.
speak, my dad's not here. If I had 2 minutes with my dad or could see him or hear him, man, come on, that's the world, bro.
That's the
It
whole.
is.
Yeah.
Why do you think so many movies that people save cell phones with the last like, "Hi, this is Dawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I can't reach my phone," and they keep on
Exactly.
playing it over and over because that is what is important. Love.
No, that's what, and that's what I was getting at. Like my mom would always, my mom would always be like, all right, in the pocket. My mom would always be like, oh, here's your fucking dad again talking. Oh, here we fucking go again. But my favorite part of those videos was hearing his
Thank you.
commentary.
Thank you so much.
Because
That
it's
means a lot
nice
to me
like,
for real.
It's
because
nice. It's nice to
That's
hear.
the
him,
reason
like,
I did them.
Yeah, it's
and I
nice
still
to hear
do
him
them to
talk
this
about
day.
me and shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And like
yeah.
he's like, oh, there's Cameron, there he goes, and it's like I'm never gonna hear. Like I wasn't. You'll watch that video later. It's child pornography, basically.
That was before people got arrested. I bought these 2 kiddie pools. Let's jump on this topic real fast. Proud father, 115 degrees outside. My kids want to go play in the park. I'm like, hell no. So I bought these 2 $9.99 plastic, round blue pools. I set them up in the backyard and I fill them up with cold water so the boys can go play. Well, obviously I sent them out with diapers at first, but diapers fell out, water or whatever. So they were just jumping back and forth naked, and it was funny, and I thought it was an innocent moment.
Yeah.
I spent 3 years in
It's
prison.
like-
but hey, I'm back.
No, that's
That was
like
a
that's
joke.
like one of me and Gavin's like favorite videos.
But we had a video, and it's so great.
Yeah.
And I watch it today. I'm like,
He goes into
wow,
like the
that was
negative
great.
film, like the negative video effects.
yeah.
It just looks like he's like naked aliens, and we're like,
But I changed the psychedelic color.
yeah.
So it gives the
I was
viewers-
like, when I watched it, I was like, the first time I saw it, I was like,
What the fuck
was
are
like,
we
fucking-
doing?
Now you know where you're
I
getting
was
your
like, what are you fucking-
hey, editing credit.
That's where it started, baby.
Yeah.
Naked alien.
All the
Yeah.
pedophiles were like, wow, this guy's deep. this guy's
this guy,
That's a little trip right
I get
there.
some more.
he's a fucking visionary.
Hell yeah, I was a visionary. Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was just
Hey,
like,
let him see the video one day. It's funny.
yeah,
y'all
I
too
think
much.
I could probably find it, but
It's funny.
yeah, dude, it was fucking hilarious. But like that was my favorite part of the videos is like just being able to like again, if you passed away whenever, it's like it's gonna be cool to like and he records like videos with fucking Amelia now and does the same thing.
I do dates
Still
on
fucking
everything.
talks,
I'm like,
yeah.
hey, today's January 29th, 2013. Here we are at the
like
park.
we at Lake Havasu video, like he starts it off. Hey, what's up, guys? We're at Lake Havasu, fucking August, blah 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 blah. Like, yeah.
Do you have that pause before you say, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah,
or do you
does.
just go straight
No,
in?
I got it from him.
Because he has that fucking very nervous. Hey guys, welcome back to.
I can show you proof right now on my phone. I do it every time.
Yeah.
I always start like this. Hey, how you doing, folks? My wife's like, who's folks? Who are you talking to right now?
Who the hell you sending that to?
Who's folk? Come on. Does you have a last name? No, I just say folks. Like it's just kind of like my own little intro,
Like he's filming it to be viewed by other people in the future.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because I always thought like, but if I pass away, I don't want no sad funeral. I want like all my videos.
All
to
those
be
videos, just a
edited,
reel.
and just throughout the party, they're just like hear my voice.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah, yeah.
idea. If you did like you
Hold
ran
on,
out
bro.
of-
This ain't about death. Hold on.
Killing me off.
Right,
Wait,
right,
wait,
right.
wait.
I'm
Hey,
here
you guys
right
have a good
now.
night.
Hey, that's a good episode. No, but
It's just one
that'd
of
be
those
a really
things where
cool
memories have to be, kept forever, and that's the way I see it.
Ooh, are you envious of our generation?
Am I envious?
Yeah, of being able to keep memories of their kids and shit.
I don't think that's it. I don't easy.
No.
Okay,
Is
so
it
now I
envious?
gotta say my
Jealous?
opinion. I guess in my opinion, because that's a way to keep it. But there's certain things that like he said and my grandfather said
Yeah.
that I hear when I'm doing
It's
shit.
ingrained.
Yeah, it don't go
It
away.
doesn't matter.
It
Oh,
doesn't matter if I hear the voice or not.
No, not like
No, we're talking.
not like memory.
That's a whole different.
No,
we have-
not like hey, here's a video. Watch this. I'm saying like the fact that
Besides
you
the
can,
natural ability to communicate with your child,
saying just in
that's
general.
ingrained.
Just in
that's
general,
something
like-
that comes
like
natural.
Glover's
I'm talking about going above natural.
Yeah.
is creating a video, just
Like,
adding your voice to it.
70 years
So
from
being
now,
able to do
Glover's
that?
going to be able to show his kid and be like, hey, this was us when we were fucking.
Do you
blah,
have a
blah,
video
blah.
right now where you're saying a date or anything on it? Like, can you pull out your baby video and say, hey, today is October 11th, 2003. I'm here with baby X.
Well, yeah, it's a couple videos of Dex and me doing stuff like that, and then
Do
like
you verbally-
when Dex was born, we were in the hospital, and I have a video on my GoPro, and I was like, "There's mommy," da da da, and I was just talking about like everything that's
But
happening.
that's going to
in
be
the
like the
room.
best video
That's
in the
gold.
future. That's gold.
You don't even know it right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
you'll probably have 1,000 of those videos, but
Yeah.
trust me, if something ever tragic happens or even whatever, just when they turn 21, when they get married, you can say, hey, I got some videos. So let's bring your wife over.
Yeah,
Let's show
like
some
I've
videos.
watched, we've watched videos
Golden.
together, and like I can
Golden.
see it in him that he's.
I
like,
even beg his like
he's
mom,
like-
like, dude, give me the videos.
Yeah.
Where's all the videos I had? Because we used to have the VHC tapes,
The little ones.
the little square
kick
ones,
cassettes, yeah.
and we had hundreds of them, but I don't know where half of them are.
No, she made them into digital.
Couple of videos.
They're all DVDs now.
Yeah.
No, like all of them. She has like a box full of all the DVDs.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like I cherish those
Yeah.
moments
That's good
because
stuff.
you know.
But I'm just saying, it's nice.
golden.
It's nice to like. It's nice for me as a kid to be able to like watch a video of my dad parenting me, basically, like showing like oh hey, that was me and my dad at Christmas fucking, because he has videos of us like
Yeah.
Christmas 2002. I'm opening gifts and shit, and it's
See,
like
I don't have any videos.
yeah.
I don't have
Well,
any
that was
videos
his
like
thing.
that.
Yeah, that was. I know a lot of my
I don't
friends
think
like.
slaves have videos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you better grab my video. I'm not pine tree today.
Some straight fruit hanging from that tree.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was a little off subject, but,
No, if you
I don't
listen
think so. I'm
to
trying to think if that even got caught. Then it's gonna be like, what?
listen, if it didn't get talked, we talk about it next
Yeah,
time.
we talked about that
Yeah,
earlier. It
no,
was funny as fuck. Yeah,
But
old
yeah,
joke.
man, that's some good stuff, man.
But it's just nice to like for you're like I don't know. It's like
pictures
really
are great, but they don't really move or do anything. They freeze a moment in time.
Right.
yeah.
Where hey, trust me. But videos, I mean, wow, you can actually see the person animated, moving around.
Yeah, like he has all his voicemails from his dad because his dad's like bedridden basically.
Yeah.
And his dad calls him and like leaves voicemails, and it's like kind of funny to like listen to him because
He's in the other room, but he still wants to have that cell phone power.
Yeah.
So he'll just call and say, apple juice. And like, we bring him
so-
apple juice.
Dude, they're the funny. No,
But-
there's
but
one where he's
you
like,
see the decrease in his like vocabulary.
yeah, it's
Now
it's crazy.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and there was one where he's like,
It's like now
"Adam."
he's like 77 years old.
He's like-
so now he just mumbles. Stuff,
Yeah.
but we know what he's talking about because we
'Cause you
take
know
care
that
of him
sound.
for the last
Yeah.
almost 3 years.
But then
So, you know.
what about the shit ones?
All that matters, though.
I shit myself. I shit myself.
He's like, Adam, there's
Yeah,
shit
clean
all
up
over the
on aisle
floor.
6. He actually shits all over the floor and then calls us.
Yeah.
Hey, can you come clean up my shit?
Shit.
we have video. We take pictures because we're just letting them know, like, Dad,
Oh
look,
my
this
God.
is you. What's going
Yeah,
on here?
you're shitting. Look at this.
Yeah. He even wears a diaper,
Yeah.
but he doesn't pull it all the way up.
He just shits in all
So
over
when he
it.
walks to the bathroom, it's like a
Listen.
soft serve machine. It
If
just
if
comes
I
out of
if,
ass.
look,
As he's moving, it's
you want to hear
unbelievable.
something? Yeah, I'm 77. I don't give a fuck.
I
Yeah.
know.
I don't give a
No,
fuck.
that's
and that's what
exactly it,
happens.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
cool with that
yeah.
too. Shoot.
I wiped everybody's ass and started all of this. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
so
I don't give a
wipe
fuck.
my ass.
Look at
and
his
shut
ass.
up.
Look at his ass.
Look at this soft serve motherfucker.
He's like,
It's unbelievable. And my wife, the baller she is, I
Yeah,
mean, she
she's
goes
fucking
above and
kills it,
beyond.
dude.
And
when you say
she
a
does
woman like
everything.
does like you know like women come in our lives make them better, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's like Kanika fucking like
True dat.
dude, she goes above and beyond, like
Yeah.
taking care, like who the fuck, how do you ask a woman to come into your life and like take care of your dad and like
Right.
clean up his shit and
That's
do all
right.
this stuff, and she doesn't complain.
Yeah.
She fucking just fucking
And
cleans.
since this podcast is so juicy,
Oh,
my
like
wife
shit.
even washed his balls one time, folks.
Wow.
Oh, dude,
That's
tell
deep.
the story.
Hey,
true
when I
love.
say that's deep because most women be running for the hills.
Yeah.
But she
That's
is
what-
a
'cause that's
stand
intense.
up woman.
Good for her.
No,
man.
she's
And
like,
good,
yeah, she's a fucking
it's
banger.
good that you found her too.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm blessed. in many ways.
But at the same time, after
except down there.
I found one, I found
What'd you say?
I found
Oh, same.
I found one after 3 marriages too. My wife is the coolest chick you gonna ever meet. Everybody got their, their things, but she's here. But he's
like reinsurance.
She's like the coolest chick you ever gonna meet, and she saved me from a lot of things, man. I'm gonna say that. I can put that out there, man.
Choices
she hooked me up.
Health decisions,
marriage. Yeah. That's a great podcast on its own because
that was like our second podcast.
Although independence is great, but different times in your life. You're saved. Like the good Lord's looking out for you. He sends people your way.
I feel like it's different lives. I'm like. My life before I met my wife was very different than the life I have with my wife.
Please
because
explain.
Shit, I was out there wilding, man.
Yeah.
I was out there wilding.
But I think you're supposed to find that person that settles you down and
it's like almost a calming.
And y'all kind of meet in the middle. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that, then you're not gonna be together.
Yeah.
Like Cameron, he stays up. He never sleeps. He's like
he really does not.
He's
sleep.
all over the goddamn place.
But you hear this?
When he finally meets that one,
she gonna make his ass go to bed.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a whole different person.
Yeah. And he's
slower.
You know what's gonna happen? Look, he's gonna be talking. I'm not on love.
If I get a text back,
it's gonna fucking go boom, boom. His whole life is just gonna shift.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's gonna shift. It's gonna shift, and he not even fucking know.
Yep.
Because that shit happened
Your friends
to me,
and family will know, but you won't know.
Everybody's gonna see it
when you get that love bug, and then, when you know it's the one, and you finally make the plunge. It's
different.
It's a whole different world. It's changing. It's life changing.
But you gotta, you gotta have experience too to go with that.
Yeah,
because you don't know what's good unless you had bad.
Well, that's my thing. Is like
absolutely.
I think we talked about it. I mean, a few times and like privately as well. But I feel like over this past year, I've grown a lot because like the last relationship I had ended like pretty bad, but not bad, but like. It was time for me to say like I can't do this right now. Like me mentally, I'm not ready, and I'm not like physically. I can't be there for you and be in the relationship if I can't even like deal with what's going on in my own head. You know what I mean? So I took like the mature stance and was like, hey, this is like we can't do this. You know what I mean? And she saw that of course as a negative, like oh you're not mature enough to be with me, or oh we can't fix this together. You know what I mean? And yeah, we could have maybe, but like I was so fucked up in the head at that time where I was like I don't think anyone can fix this besides me. You know what I mean?
Like
so
I need my time.
I need me to just go out and do my own thing.
Well, if you know,
and it wasn't even sex because I haven't fucking even gotten laid. Who knows fucking how long?
All you ladies out there,
but
hey, 16 followers, what y'all doing?
Yeah. But sex wasn't
ginger shrimp.
Sex wasn't my motive though. Yeah, what's up, baby?
Yeah. You in Vegas though? You get laid if you want. But
The bunny ranch
depends on how much I got.
If you want to, I mean, you got some pressure to release. You,
but you know what I mean? Though? So, yeah, there's a massage parlor on 5th.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that. But when you find that one though,
man,
yeah,
it should change your life.
Well,
but even if it's not the one, it could be the second or the third.
Yeah, exactly.
If she
Realistically, even if you ask them, each of their wives taught them something about themselves that they needed to know to be with the wife they're with today.
Yep, absolutely.
Do you think that there was one that got away?
Say it again.
Do you think there was one that got away?
Trying to get these motherfuckers in trouble.
I think there's one that got away?
He said no. I'm not in trouble.
Not like one that got away, but like was there a relationship back in the day that was just like wow?
Well, that's a multifaceted. That's multi because
depending on where you
I was in love with a few women, but I think it was more like a lust and for their beauty.
Yeah.
But they would end up being shit moms and selfish.
Yeah.
But I was so involved in their beauty, and I felt like they were trophy women. Like when I walked around or walked into a house party or something with these women, I was king.
Yeah.
I was just shit. But through their drinking and drugs or behavior, would they made good parents? I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm not with them, or I never married them. You know, I just married the crazy bitches.
But the best women, the best women aren't always the most good looking woman. You know, I don't think it goes down to that. I think the good looking ones are good for that for a second.
Yeah,
right.
But I kind of lucked up because my wife's pretty good looking. But I don't think it's not about that because looks go away. It's not about that.
I say that I think we have talked about this is like when you get older, you fucking wrinkly, your looks go away, you get bigger.
That's when the personality counts.
That's what it's saying.
That structure that you built in love at the beginning.
You know how you say you and him are friends like that? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I think so.
But that's how you got to be with your
friends?
Absolutely.
That's how you got to be. That's how you got to be with your wife.
Hey, listen, youngsters, he's making a good point.
That's how you got to be with your wife because that's why I'm in my wife. We're friends. You got to be. Me and my wife. I knew she wasn't my wife at the time, but I knew her when y'all was The kids was in the
Wait,
fourth
what?
grade.
Oh, really? She was a background girl?
Well, Kelsey and Jordan was in like the fourth grade. I knew her.
Where was she?
She was married to somebody else, and so was I.
Oh.
I just knew her.
Yeah.
Secret love.
Exactly. Hey, but at the same time, I used to. Oh, and you can attest to it. I used to be like, damn, she hot as hell.
Yeah.
Like, good.
He's like, hold on, you married?
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, she was married. I knew her husband and everything. But she broke
you
up.
still talking to him?
No, he's not. She broke up. She broke up with him, and I broke up with my wife, and we just started hanging out.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
That's called
romantic.
fate, my man. It's called fate.
It was nothing romantic going. We were just friends. And I think that's when you find the person you need to be with, when you're friends, man.
Things happen for a reason.
Just like y'all two are friends.
2 podcasts ago, or 3 podcasts. When we had Antoine on.
Yeah.
We were talking. Yeah, AJ. His name's Antoine.
You said
but
Antoine.
It's AJ. It's AJ. Sorry.
I be saying AJ, and I'm like,
Yeah.
is that his fucking name?
AJ. When we had AJ on, we talked about like how when you're with someone like special, or the person that you want to be with, you want them to like see you for you, not just because you're like you have money or you have looks or you're strong or some shit. But the relationship is for like that friendship and that bond that you have together, not just because you're fucking like big dig, not me, but you know, Eric over here.
You know, and I tell you what else too. A lot of like relationships that I've seen be successful, you go through a struggle together.
Yeah.
If you go through a struggle together, that's like for real struggle, and you don't know how you gonna make it to the next meal and shit. That shit shows you who got the proof in the pudding. That shit shows you who.
Don't you guys live on? You had like a fucking bed.
Really beat it.
We eating pudding right now. I'm deep in that pudding, and Bill Cosby just got out. So holla.
Do you need?
Hell yeah, this shit got
You
overturned.
need money? No.
You know he's blind now.
Yeah.
He's been
he
legally
came out
blind.
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 You know why?
He went in blind. He was blind going in.
Was he?
Really?
Nah.
Yeah, he couldn't see. He couldn't
No
see.
video, but you know what I'm saying?
He's always had that dude walking around. That was before too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know
Maybe
that.
cataracts.
Yeah, probably so.
He old as hell.
Yeah, he is old as hell.
Yeah, but you know, just like Ray Charles, all he needs to feel it, you know.
Yeah.
Feel the wrist. Feel the wrist.
That's anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's like nice to, I guess, think about like good relationships in the future. No.
But then also too, embrace the bad ones, man. Because the bad ones teach you shit too.
That's what I was gonna say.
Everything in life, ultimately, at this point in my
Motherfucker always yawning in podcasts. I just noticed that. I was like, oh,
I'm
I
tired.
caught
he
him.
get towards the end, and then he gets sleepy because he
Yeah,
sleep
yeah,
last night.
Yeah,
Like,
he even made me
yeah,
yawn one time. I was listening to you guys at work, and I was like, man, motherfucker made me yawn. That lost me.
But no, everything in life is a lesson, man.
Yeah.
Good,
Absolutely.
bad,
Absolutely.
in between, don't matter what it is. Even the stuff I was talking about earlier with my mom and everything, all of that shit, man. It adds up to it gives you something that you don't know until, like you said, later it gets thought out and you have to use that
Frozen
knowledge
memories,
or something.
Well, I like to see it manifest though, because
Absolutely.
I watch him and how he deals with his son, and like yesterday I was just watching you and how you was dealing with him. I was like, that's you, man. That's exactly how I did. If I could just go back in time, you would see the same thing.
That's
Amen.
so weird.
It is.
How does
weird.
that feel from your side?
It doesn't.
He doesn't know because
No, I noticed him staring at me, and I noticed I know what he's thinking. But in those moments, I'm also thinking about like, okay, if I spank my son right now, he's just having a good time. He's excited because he's around family. He wants to do this.
Yeah.
I go through this like checklist in my mind.
But you don't spank him.
No.
Did your dad whip your ass?
Yeah, he did. But it's not a spanking.
But I whooped his ass when it was time to whoop his ass.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm going through
I
a
just got
checklist of like, is there a reason? Is it not, nah, man, let a kid be a kid.
He's
and
fine.
it's these
Yeah.
balances. It's a whole lot
There you
to it
go.
in my mind. And I see you, and then I look up at him and I see him smiling, and I'm like, all right, I'm doing right.
Yeah,
like
you
that's
doing
what I
right.
think. Like
That's
that's
so weird.
immediately what
Yeah.
I think in that moment. It's like, okay, I did the right thing.
Yeah.
Is there a moment where you felt like your dad could have done better?
You know, honestly, and I'm
Not in a tearful way.
No.
But I always look
we
at
try
my
to-
kids 'cause this guy right here.
Are we trying to fucking
This
cry
guy
this
right
podcast?
here.
He'll be honest.
My son Cameron.
Go ahead, Rosemary.
I felt if we were in front of a counselor, we would soak the couch in tears because
Hell yeah.
we've been through some situations
yeah.
where I can't say it on podcasts,
Yeah.
but we've been in situations, spiritual ones, where he, like out of the blue,
broke down. Yeah.
about his love for me and what a good father I am. And it was during a time of the lunar eclipse where
You could
it
say-
blew me away, where I was like, hold on, like, wow, this is like heavy. This is heavy
Yeah.
shit.
I could
So
tell,
I guess my
could tell it was
question
hitting
is,
him.
do you have any repressed memories or emotions about your father?
Nothing is repressed. I saw everything for what it was. The
You
whole
say it
time.
how it is. You're not
And he
afraid to
talks-
tell your dad.
Nah, he
anything.
knows.
Yeah, because I think they have a
90% of the things in
Yeah.
my life, fucking 99% of the things, he knows where I stand with everything. And ultimately, there's not a point where he could have done better or anything, because put myself in that position, even in those moments, that's what I was taught to do the whole time I was coming up. You don't know what the fuck everybody's going through. You know,
Right.
You don't know what situations are going on. You don't know the repercussions and the third action that come from that, whatever it is. So in those moments with that it factor, I can't judge him on who he was, because at the point he was still learning too.
Right.
Don't nobody fucking you like, even at this age, I can't say y'all can't say you know everything.
I know
You know
a
a
moment.
lot.
I know a moment I can speak on.
What?
It was a moment when you was graduating from basic training,
Yeah.
and your mom was there, and she said something to the effect of,
She said I'm done.
no, she said something to the effect of, well, I tried to keep the family stuff together, and your dad didn't want to participate, and she put it on him. She kind of put it
put on him.
I'm gonna tell you why.
The weight of it.
And I said, this is the first I've ever heard that, right? And I
Yeah.
said to her, EJ, because I call him EJ.
Yeah.
I said, EJ, let me tell you what
Learning
that was
this.
about. Because nobody ever asked me my opinion.
Wait,
Yeah.
can I pause you? What were you feeling at that exact moment?
When
he
he
was
said
hurt.
it?
He was crying.
Yeah, I was hurt.
So it hurt you,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
now it's time for you to
where was
respond.
this?
This was in basic training.
Yeah. Where though?
Is this leaving?
graduated
Like
when I-
leaving
I
you
know,
there?
but I'm saying, like,
graduation.
Graduate.
I know, but like we were standing there, or you in a car leaving?
No, we were at
so
a
you're on your
park
family
somewhere.
day thing?
We
Yeah,
was
via
a
family.
we was a park somewhere.
Yeah.
And she said, well, I tried to keep the family together, but your dad didn't want to do that, this, that, and she was putting it all on me.
Can I ask you why that even got brought up in a delicate situation like this?
Yeah, how'd that
I
even?
really don't remember.
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you the reason why. I said, well, EJ, let me explain that to you. I said, your mom did what she did, her little gay thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And that hurt me. I said, I didn't want to have you around that shit. And that's why I didn't bring y'all around her and all that.
Yeah.
Because it hurt my feelings. That's it.
It's the
And
truth.
He was
That's
like,
deep.
He was like,
That's deep.
He was like, I get it.
Yeah.
Look, he's like, look, Dad, these are fake.
But he got it in that moment.
Yeah.
But he could have repressed all that, because all those years of her hearing her say that,
Yeah.
he didn't. It's not like he gonna come to me and say, "Dad, why didn't you?" He didn't.
I did
But he
never
didn't.
do
You
that.
man the hell up.
No, because at the point,
Exactly.
I'm
I
basically
never did that.
the whole time I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, y'all saying, everybody's saying their story. Cool. I'm never gonna know what's gonna happen. I gotta get the fuck on with my life.
Exactly.
That's what happened.
That's
what it
called
was.
independence.
Yeah,
That's
I
called
can't-
making
I
a
can't.
stand. Put your
Yeah.
foot
And then
down.
I said, after I
couldn't live
said
in
what I
that.
said, is there anything else you want to know? Because I'll tell you straight up.
Yeah.
But his mom kind of, and not to shit on his mom, but his mom
No, yeah.
kind of was like, she
Smells like shit around here.
She was playing.
Devil's advocate,
Yeah,
basically.
she
Yeah.
was like, well, your dad. I'm like,
That's the worst, lady.
Yeah.
Stop doing that to your men.
talking about? And this is why I did that. And I had a reasoning for what I was
Yeah.
doing. To me, it makes sense to me.
That's
and I think it makes
that's
sense
actually a
to him.
plausible.
my
It
thing,
makes sense to him
my thing is too is like the growing up when you yes there's times and there's time and a place where like you want to be like like show your weak sides, your weaknesses, or like I guess your strong sides to your kids, like in your moment of weakness, blah blah blah, like how that made you feel when his mom like came out and stuff like that. Like you could like that could have been a learning opportunity for him to like show that it's okay to have like to be hurt and blah blah blah, but at the same time he was going through like a changing phase in his life for like everything.
No,
and he needs,
but then
and there's
still me as a person, I realized, okay, if I'm going through a change stage, you still gotta understand that they're human too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He ain't got time to think about.
But
teaching
from
me in
his
that moment 'cause
perspective,
he's reacting.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In his perspective, like he needs to like one hold it down, but also deal with his own shit, and then still raise you.
At the end of the day, we're all individuals.
Yeah.
And we're all humans, and we're doing our
I think
best.
people forget that shit. It's
That's
like
basically
people forget
it.
that your parents,
Father, brother,
Parents
son,
are
daughter,
superheroes.
uncle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait a
like
minute,
parents. I always hear people like, "Oh, my mom does this," or "Oh, my dad's a piece of shit." Oh, I've done this, blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, put your fucking self in their shoes. Like,
And then
like
you
it's
gotta also
hard.
ask the question: what was their dad? What was their mom? Like,
Yeah.
is that all you fucking know? Because if it's all you know,
Andrea, like
what
my
you
mom
gonna do?
grew up with fucking what, her mom and fucking
Well-
grandpa basically, because her dad committed suicide.
Actually,
so young.
short story is your mom's mom, which is Jonna, actually was very promiscuous.
Yeah.
And she chose men over her kids
All the time.
And
All the
she'd
time.
have them over at the house
My
all
mom.
the time.
So love you, mom, to death.
This is
but
a
my
true
mom-
story.
my mom
It's
does
not
it.
bashing anybody. It is. It's not bashing anybody, but I'm just letting you know that why me and your mom didn't work out, because her second personality came out late in our relationship, to the point of hitting me, breaking doors, accusing me of everything. I've never ever cheated on your mom. I've never done anything to your mother, and that's the God's truth. Well, but your mom went into that zone of abandonment, of these compressed emotions.
My mom has like a lot of built up emotions that she's never like discussed, or, like, opened up with anyone, and like she's never gone to therapy.
We actually went to counseling together, and that counselor threw me out of the room. Says, no, we need to focus on her. And at that point, I was like, oh, hey, I'm okay. Yeah,
well, I mean, you do too, though.
My wife's name's Jonna.
You have some stuff that you could probably talk about.
My wife's name's Jonna, so I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is she white?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Does she have red hair?
No.
Oh, no, but she looks weird.
He's like, wait a minute.
Well, we got to play 2 out of 3, right? You know what I'm saying?
She might have dyed her hair. Does she have two? Does she have 2 kids that are like pretty old?
No. Okay. She has 3, but we're good.
Oh my God, hold on.
You have 2 30-year-olds that still game and live with her?
No.
She lives with them.
Oh, wow. No, but anyway, long story short, many things in the past, I mean, they present themselves in the future, and you got to deal with it, you know? That's all part about growing up and just going with the flow, you know?
I think that's the scariest part for me about being a parent.
Hello.
Why he did that? Like, we can't hear him.
What? Why do you keep on calling, Father? I'm on a podcast.
I'll cut this.
You'll cut this.
Why do you keep on calling? What's going on? My wife is there. Why are you calling me for every 5 seconds?
That's what I'm going to do you.
You're going to be in the living room. Right?
Shit on the floor. Shit on the floor.
All right, ready?
Sorry about that, folks.
All right, go for it.
What was I saying?
He was talking.
Oh, that's the scariest part to me.
Yeah, you were talking.
It's like, so you know how like as a parent you do things, and in that moment you're just doing the parent role. You're doing the best you can. You're doing all those things. And for some reason, I guess my upbringing makes me reflect a whole lot on like minor details of being a parent with my kids. Mm-hmm. And so like even potty training Dex, I don't want him to feel disappointment because he shits on himself, because I don't want him to grow up and look back and be like, you know, you didn't approve what I was, or it's a little thing that's not that serious, but that fear and that like those emotions that he runs through when he shits his pants by accident because he couldn't hold it or whatever. I
always reward him for trying.
Yeah.
Never.
So I want to take that away. And I want you to know that like,
it's okay.
Doing, and you can't fuck up in my eyes.
Right.
Like, you just
perfect. That's the way you need to raise children, because back in the day, you pee the bed, you get yelled at, you poop, you know, so you're always living in fear.
But he also didn't do that to me. He didn't like, it was never a situation to where it was like,
I'm gonna beat your ass if you shit on yourself.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. But Dex has this inherent thing to be so scared, and I'm like, don't be scared. Don't be scared of life. Live this.
Right.
Live it.
Let me ask you one question. This is a serious question for the dads.
Yeah.
Okay. And for you too,
and for the son, for me, for the dads in here. We ain't a dad, so hey,
not yet.
One day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one day, hold on.
Saying I love you.
Oh, all day. I tell my son, I kiss my son. I tell him I love him. I hold him.
That's not normal.
Why it's not normal? It's not normal for you.
Go ahead.
My father never said I love you.
He said
because his father, my father's Jewish,
and
he had a stubborn dad, which never said he loves his son, but through buying him stuff or whatever. And basically,
I get emotional.
My dad, he's just that type of guy. Even to my older brother, he never says I love you. Okay, so, only in cards.
So my dad never said I love you either, right? But I knew he did.
Yeah.
I knew he did.
But when I started having kids, I said it more than anybody in the world.
Me too.
Because
tell him I love him all the time.
First of all, I'm Pisces. I'm emotional.
Cam, like I'm finna cry. I'm finna cry.
No. First of all, I'm Pisces. I'm emotional by nature, but I don't cry. Like it takes.
I've never seen
the only time I cry. I only cried like twice in my life. Mm-hmm. The only time I really start like, waterfall's coming is when I talk about my kids.
I cry like every second.
Yeah. Whenever I talk, if I start talking about my kids, I cried this morning.
I cried last night. Listening to music, I was like,
Damn, dude.
I was legit laying in bed and I was like, why am I crying right now?
don't go near the beach or dolphins and shit.
Yeah, dude, I just sneeze.
Yeah. I legit like woke up. I was like,
why am I crying? There's a rainbow out.
Yeah.
But long story short, I don't know if that's the reason I asked that question, because your father said he didn't love you, but you knew he loved you.
But you knew he did.
Through what? Through what though?
Just
actions.
Okay.
But
I tell my son I love him all the time because I want him to know it.
Yeah.
Because one day I'm not going to be here, and you're not going to be able to ever hear my voice again. And
Videos.
If you don't know I love him, he's a fucked up person.
But it's a
Are you a fucked up person?
Now.
Are you a fucked up person?
He knows I love him.
No,
I
so
love him.
I was gonna say that he.
But are you naturally you naturally say you love?
Yeah.
Oh,
when you're
100%.
kids, it's like
100%.
hell yeah.
This love
There's
ain't
no
gonna
action
be
from a
hidden.
past.
Ain't
Nah,
fuck
nah,
up.
there's no.
You gonna
He's
know
so
every
open
day.
There's no secret.
So when you
all
love
the
somebody, they know you love them.
man.
Every single person's in my life.
That's why
knows.
my friends like I say it to him sometimes.
Love you, bro.
Yeah, when people are leaving, I'm
What's
like,
wrong with that?
peace out, man, love you.
bro.
Like, no, because the generation's weird about it. Like, so I'll get off the phone, I'll be like, hey, yo, like, drive safe, love you, man. Like, just because I want people to know because
that's
like
cool.
people, every
That's a
single
different
day,
kind. I mean, that's a love.
No,
it's like
I
a
know,
bromance
but I'm
love.
saying like,
you know?
I'm saying, yeah, but I genuinely,
Like I
mean it
care
to
about
people.
you getting home safely. I love
That's
you,
what
man.
I'm
Like,
saying.
you know
Like,
what I'm
hey, man, love you, have a good day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have like, be safe because like
Right.
I feel like, yeah. I'm like, hey,
Even
love
if it
you.
was, you already been through that shit, so you good.
Love you. Hey.
You know what I'm saying? The building blocks are already
I'm
there
like,
for
bro,
you.
hey,
you know?
bro, no tongue this
You
time.
luck the fuck out.
Yeah.
Most people be
Hey,
like, what the
I'm
fuck?
Look, Glover. Oh, you don't want to leave?
You know what I'm saying?
But no, but I'm saying like, so for him, like the reason I did get like emotional for a second is because he like, it's hard for me to hear that like he grew up without love. Like that's hard.
That
for me
don't
because-
necessarily
no,
mean
not,
you
no,
have
no,
love.
no.
My
like,
mom-
yeah.
Says I was a special son. She loved me.
Yeah.
I was, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm thinking like special, like retarded, motherfucker. Like
know,
no,
like,
but
he
for
had-
real,
I
I
know-
did
I
think
know-
that.
I know
But then
he
my
had
dad, so it
love.
was opposites. So when my dad started taking care of us, I didn't hear I love you no more. So I started thinking
I'm
like shit.
vocal. Like my emotions, you need to fucking tell me you love me. Like you need to tell me like, hey, I'm happy. Hey, this is going good. Hey, this is because I overthink. So like if we're fucking hanging out and I'm like let's say I'm with a girl right now and like, dude, even if she does like the slightest thing different,
Yeah, he be
like,
overanalyzing.
dude, the
everything.
slightest,
Look, she's
yeah.
like this. Oh, she don't love me. She don't love me.
Yeah, no,
she wants to go home. She wants to,
yeah,
just
like,
counting the minutes.
Like let's say like
checking the phone and shit.
Let's say for example
Like right now, let's
yeah,
talk
right
about.
now- Hey, calm down. Let's
Oh,
talk,
throwing
let's talk
knees,
about
fuck.
Let's talk
She
about
listens.
Getting cut.
This is good. This
we're
is not
talking
getting
about
cut.
We're talking about someone.
Let's go right now.
So
He's gonna bleep it.
Oh my
No,
god.
this needs to
I'm
be
bleeping the
heard.
fuck out of everything.
We are using an example
Okay, so
right now.
so I went on a date recently.
Awesome
and-
date.
Yeah, amazing date. It was like really
talking
fucking
about last
nice.
night?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Perfect.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So like she's like an amazing girl. Like she loves IT. She's starting to get into like Marvel. Like she's just trying out the movies, which is like really big for me because I love comic books and shit.
Awesome.
So I was like, oh, it's super cool. So she's like a really good photographer. She's like, and the whole date we were there for like 5.5 hours.
They
Like,
sat at a fucking park
at a
in Las
park.
Vegas.
Yeah.
And this heat.
5 hours.
5.5 hours, like nonstop laughing.
To
Like,
me,
I
folks,
I
that
don't-
is
I
a
couldn't
perfect
think,
date.
I couldn't think there was like a
How about you?
time.
Yeah,
Why you
I
just-
agree.
Why you just bring her here with air conditioning?
No, because she no. Wait, what? What you said?
He said, why you just bring her here with the air conditioning?
Oh, wait, with the what? Oh, wait,
Air
here's the
conditioning,
go.
it's air
No, because she
conditioning.
said because okay, so for me, I will say this.
She's like this.
Yeah, for me, I will say this. Overseas, it's really normal to invite people to your house.
Yeah.
But in the States, apparently it isn't. It's like a creepy fucking thing.
I don't think that's true.
No, I've asked the thing is that I've asked other girls to be like, I was like, hey, do you just want to come chill at my place because it's fucking.
Yeah, he's
it's
basically saying like, wow,
Yeah.
first date you want to bring back to your house? Like
That's what-
Netflix
that's what-
date,
yeah, that's what-
Netflix.
and I'm-
That was your first date.
Yeah, that was a first
Oh,
date.
okay.
This is a first date situation.
Because I mean you get the idea of like, oh, you're fucking creepy. Oh, all you want to do is fuck. But in my head, I'm like, I just want to be out in the sun and I don't want to really spend money. So like we could just chill, watch something or fucking do something else. You know what I mean? And like I don't mind spending money and shit. But anyways, so we went to the fuck. What bitch?
Cut that out.
What'd I say?
I don't want to spend money.
No, I don't mind spending money, but because okay, this is what I told her as well. I said I don't like to go to like a bar to meet someone. I don't like to go to like a restaurant to meet someone. I don't like to go do like all this
Where'd
shit.
you meet her?
Because I'm gonna get fucking distracted.
I think.
Oh, Bumble.
Online. You better
Bumble.
online.
Yeah.
I think you're making it too complicated, Cam. It's not that.
No, I didn't do anything. No, okay, so this
There
is
it
it.
is.
This is it. This is my overthinking brain. So like we went on it's I mean literally it's only been a fucking it's literally only been a fucking
I can
day.
tell you, I can cut it up for you so normal people understand.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I know Cam, he talks to me about all
Yeah,
these things
everything.
on Facebook Messenger like every day. And it be these long ass messages that don't really say much except for Cam's mind is all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
And he won't just live in the moment.
Right.
He can't do that.
I can't. It's hard.
And the
for me.
reason he can't do it is because for some reason he overanalyzes
I think
himself
about like the
and what
future and the
people-
president in the past. Like,
yeah, and
in
how
the same
people
day.
perceive him and all these
Yeah.
other things. But then he says he doesn't care. And it's realistically, the day was double as fuck, and the girl just got some other shit going on. And granted, okay, let's
Yeah.
play devil's
And she already
advocate.
told him she was sick.
Yeah, it could be another
Yeah.
fucking dude. It could not. But at the end of the day, Cam's got to be cool and live his life. And
Well, that's the thing, and like
It's all
over the
worked
past
out.
year, I've gotten to that point where I'm like, that's whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'll just chill. But
He's
it's
gotten
fucking
closer. He's gotten closer.
Okay,
I got closer, but I'm like falling back in.
I'm gonna say I raised my son.
Yeah.
I raised him to think,
I'm a king in my
you are
mind.
the
king,
prize,
yeah.
and you're a king.
No,
And if
I
a
was
chick
a-
gets
on
with
the
you,
date, I was a
she's
king.
fucking lucky,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
my
I'm the
thing
best.
is, you meet somebody. I'm outgoing. I know he's pretty much outgoing, and I'm like, you want to hang out with me or not? If not, see ya.
I think
On
that
to the next one.
honestly, I think what it is though is I didn't let myself like okay, I was telling him like ever since my past relationship, I haven't like been vulnerable with anyone. Like I don't like to like let myself out there because that relationship, this amazing relationship, and then I thought that was like I have a ring literally sitting like right there, like in the fucking cupboard. Yeah, like it was like the marriage relationship. Hey guys, it's Cameron. Hey, I just wanted to hop in here. So the next part of the conversation got pretty personal, and it did include some of my past relationship. And out of respect for her, I don't want to make that public because I do understand that she likes her life to be pretty private. So I'm just gonna leave it out. I mean, it was a good topic, but again, just out of respect, we don't want to include it in the podcast. And I hope you guys understand. But it's gonna continue, and you'll kind of get maybe a little hindsight of it towards the end, but. For the most part, it's talking about how I was severely depressed last year, and it was the main one of the root causes of how the relationship kind of ended. But entirely, it was my fault, and she didn't really do anything wrong in the matter. It's just we do want to keep this part private of our lives. So, I just want to say thanks, guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the podcast. But then Creech happened to me, and that like fucked me up, like. Because I was like the only base overseas. You're so happy, you know what I mean? And Creech is like a suicide hole. Like everyone that goes there just gets like.
It has been a lot of them cases.
Yeah.
But then it also depends on.
It depends on who you are.
How old are you?
Yeah, 24. About to turn 25.
You're 24, about to be 25. One, you got to learn to be vulnerable because this is what it is.
Yeah.
And
Which I feel like I am.
And you got,
but it's vulnerability to a lot of things.
You got to put yourself out there.
Defeat. It's all those things.
You got to put yourself out there,
and you got to be okay with that.
Because you're not going to.
Last 20 minutes is getting cut.
You're not going to get anywhere without that.
Yeah,
you need it, man. It's like when people show their scars, man. Like,
no, I know. It's
hide
fine.
them, you show them
for
proudly.
Me,
like,
for
dude,
me, if anyone's
I got my
listening,
fucking-
the reason I'm bleeping it is because you need
Marriage
consent
date
forms
right
to
here,
share names and shit.
17.
And
My
like,
You just bleep the names up.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'll keep the information, but I'll bleep the names.
Okay.
But you gonna be all right. And you even
I'm
said
chilling.
yourself.
No,
You
what
even
I'm
said
saying is,
yourself. You overthink it.
Yeah, what I'm
you
saying
gotta
is
cut
I'm
that out.
chilling. Like I'm fine now. What was that?
He said song.
Oh,
You gonna be all right.
oh yeah. But no, like again, over the past year, I've really like changed my whole shit. Like I
Yeah.
flipped switch. you
That's
know
the
what I
part about growing up and
Yeah.
becoming your own man is forgetting all the little shit and just deal with what's
But then, and you got to take all those things.
It took me
lessons.
47 years to find out who the fuck I am.
Take
You know
all
what I'm saying?
those, take all those things
Yeah.
as lessons and look at all those things and like take what you like from the shit and live the life that you want to live and fuck everybody else.
No, I have. That's what,
and
yeah.
and
like,
Respectively, fuck everybody.
yeah,
else.
respectively, because
That's right,
realistically,
If you can't man your own space shuttle, you're gonna crash.
yeah, not only that, it's like in this room, I see life through my eyes, nobody else's, and that's all I'm gonna see.
isn't that weird?
Once this shit
that's
ends,
a weird
that's it.
topic.
But what's funny is
Rest in peace, Michael Jackson.
What's funny is I see your life too.
Yeah, and that's what
And
I'm
that's
saying. Like,
hilarious. That's the crazy part.
I gotta keep
because
going.
everything that you're doing, I've done.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stuck there, fellas. I already had like 12 kids when I was 24.
I've done.
Motherfuckers are like late
Yeah,
bloomers and
I
shit.
haven't had kids yet.
But
I'm not ready to be a
see-
grandfather.
I see
Trust
all
me.
y'all young, man.
Yeah.
Man, you be all right.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right.
yeah, no, I mean, I'll be fine. It's just,
I done
it's
been
like,
through it. I can tell y'all some stories from. I got the Korea stories, gonorrhea a couple times. I can tell you a lot, bro. I got lots of stories
From this couch?
this free couch on. Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
I've been itching, but I didn't want to touch myself.
Gonorrhea, crab. I
Yeah.
can tell you the word. There's
But
nothing
again,
I can't tell you, bro.
it's not me, and it's like, and another thing is I didn't tell you because where I was raised in my mom's household, you didn't show your emotion. Like
I understand,
if
but when you say suicide, I
never
know
never
you personally.
attempted suicide.
I know
Yeah.
you well enough to know that sometimes it's like elastic. It's kind of stretching. You know, like if I told you, oh, I tried to kill myself, and you're like, how? Oh, no, I didn't really kill myself.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I
Sometimes he
stretch-
does that.
I stretch the story sometimes, but,
But
no,
it's not
I
like you're
legit
doing it
was-
deliberately. I'm saying, but sometimes.
depressed.
No, I was.
Say I'm fucking depressed and I had thoughts. Don't say that word.
I was
Heavy
like,
depressed.
But then he's posting
Yeah,
shit
I
like
was-
suicide, watch your buddies, here's a hotline. I'm thinking, oh, you
Yeah.
know, when I see that kind of shit, I'm thinking, oh, my son's cool. He's trying to throw
No,
out
I-
military
Yeah.
for people
No,
that
I
commit
wasn't
suicide.
training. There you
Of
go.
course,
There
I
you
wasn't.
You know
like,
the hotline
attempting,
numbers and shit. You know,
Yeah.
that people post like repost this, please.
Yeah,
So
I
would
wasn't.
never
I
think in a
wasn't
million years.
attempting it, and I wasn't like going to do it. But I was so depressed to the point where I was like, Like the thought would creep in, and then it would go away. You know what I mean?
Person in the world
has that.
Yeah, at least one thought of like at their lowest point, like, you know what? I'm about to jump off a fucking building. I'm about to jump in the ocean.
Like I was at the point where like I gained like more weight than I ever had in my life.
Yeah, that's depression.
No, I know that's what I'm saying.
You've had severe depression.
Yes, I was never suicidal.
What he's trying to do is figure it out for himself because he's like, and my son was suicidal.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit to me. I feel as though I need to know. I need to tell me you okay.
I wasn't
out of depression. I would have died 19 times. You know what I'm saying? I've been rock bottom so much.
No,
I'm like the Flintstones, motherfucker. I don't build my palace. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I get it, and I'm not trying to like ease it up or say whatever. But I'm saying like it was just like it was the lowest point that I've been so far mentally that I was like, the fuck, like this just isn't worth it. You know what I mean?
Just are meant to have somebody in your life. That's
I am. I legit like. I think I have like. That's why your bond is so good. I'm so like caring and loving that it's like weird for me not to give it to anyone.
Romance.
Like, because I give it to myself all the time. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I just don't. I don't get
boy.
I don't get like the. It's weird for me like not to share moments with people. You know what I mean? Like it's just because like. Even because Gavin, so I grew up with a brother, right? We shared our moments all the way, like until I left, right? And then me leaving was like super fucking hard because I didn't want him to grow up without me, you know?
Hell yeah.
And then like
understandable.
And then when I got older, I was just like, it was weird for me to like go do shit alone because I just wanted someone there, like not because I needed them there, but because I wanted to share the moment with someone. You know what I mean? Because like I love doing that, and I think it's because I grew up with Gavin, and it's like I'm so used to sharing everything with someone that it's like weird for me to like go do shit, and I'm like, oh, like no one's here with me to like see this shit. Like, yeah. So, but
well, like you have to go through shit. You have to experience shit. You have to be proud of your failures. You have to be proud of your.
Is that for me?
Oh, sorry. You see the fucking. Somebody brought a mirror into this podcast.
The fuck is this?
But you just have to be proud and own everything you do, man.
Yeah.
Don't ever like. You know, back out of a situation or a decision you made. You made it because obviously you had reason to in your mind at that time.
You know what? It's funny you say that because my father, he always told his dad, you know, don't let anybody tell you how to live your life. Live your life the way you want it to. Do this. Fuck everybody. Do this. If that's the shit you want, get that shit. And I think me now, by default, I can't not do what I want.
Oh yeah, Glover's like ideal. Fucking yeah, like it's weird. Like I've learned a lot from him.
When you guys talked about that running podcast,
like,
you guys talk about running and shitting yourself all the time. But I think your motivation to Cameron, like you're his number one fan in a way. Do you feel like you're like not fan like
no,
but supporter?
You a
like
fanboy?
Supporter. You not a fan, but like a supporter.
No,
you know
he's
you're telling Cameron, like Cameron, don't try to fucking go the distance. Just give it a mile.
No,
today.
I told him
give it 2 miles.
I told him to.
Because you were trying to push yourself on those podcasts. You're like, no, I'm gonna fucking wake up and do 4 miles. Like
we did. I mean, we fucking
You're butter when it comes to your words,
100%.
like doing something, but
action's
when all of a sudden
not fucking.
You know
but see the thing you don't see is like the messages when he sends it to me. He's like, dude, I'm not feeling it right now. I don't feel like doing it. And I'm like,
so we only see the positive.
No, you see the positive, but the negative just isn't shown. Like we just don't talk.
Yeah,
we
just don't talk about
it. But it's there.
Very
and I'm
interesting.
Like, and I go, too bad you don't feel like it. I'm
he's like, I'm at your door.
I'm up
like,
already.
fuck, and then I run. Yeah,
and you got to make a decision.
Like there's days where I text him, I'm like, fuck, dude. And
I think you mentioned it a couple times in your podcast that like I ain't doing this today.
But then also too, in that moment when I'm like, get over it. It's not me saying get over it because it's like this is good for him. It's get over it because.
I know what that means.
He knows deep down inside
you got to push through it.
I know. Yeah, I know I need to do it. And it's like, all right, here we go. So like when he comes over, I'm like, realistically all right, fuck
too, let's say the running shit, that ain't what it's actually about at all.
No.
It's not about the action of running. It's not about getting in shape or whatever. It's him. It's almost like me knowing that he's enough, but him not knowing he's enough.
And I'm not gonna let you quit because you want to quit because that's what you always do. And you're not going to quit.
And then I'm not gonna let you quit. If you're in my close circle friend,
we're gonna push through this.
I'm not gonna let you fail. If I can, if I can help it, you're not gonna fail.
And that's what I used to do him.
That's what. And I was gonna say,
like, nah, bro,
40
we ain't
times
doing
earlier. I was gonna say that. I don't know if you hear it though, but he like praises the fuck out of you like all the time. It's like really nice. And I
praise the fuck out of him.
I know. I assume you knew
Can
that.
I get some fucking praise?
Hallelujah.
Hey, not today.
I know.
I'm saying, but yeah, it's like really nice to hear him like talk about you, because he's like, every time we talk about his kids and shit, or like anything, literally, I think it's like anything in life, he's like, oh yeah, when I was young, my dad showed me.
How do you feel about that, sir?
I love it, because I do the same thing to him even now. I'm like showing him, look, this is my son, this is my grandkids, this is, and my son is this, and my son is that, and my son, I'm always doing that. Yeah. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
And the other kids are like, fuck you. Fuck that superior one.
I hate my dad.
Since you talk about that, that's a delicate balance, because
absolutely
you want to treat all of them the same.
Equal.
Yeah.
And that's what I do that too. I always speak on. Jaren's here today because I'm like, yo, come on, come with us, yada yada yada.
Speaking about that, do you ever feel as a parent it's hard when one kid overachieves another just by nature?
No, because
how do you deal with that?
Here's how I deal with that. Because I tell all of them, I say, well, they're at different stages of their life, right? And I say, EJ's this and he's this and he's this, but you don't have to do what he's doing. He's a whole nother person, but you can achieve too. And if you don't want to listen to me, call him.
Yeah,
He'll tell you.
Going back to the I love yous, my dad, like I said, he was a great dad overall, because I think I'm strong enough to realize that, hey, he was raising two boys on his own, that were basically thrown into his life when we were like 9 and 10 years old. Long story short, but my brother was an overachiever to the max. I mean, this guy was like music camps, actor, awards all over the goddamn place. And I was always the guy that was stage fright, never moved forward, sat in a dark corner. I wasn't depressed, but I was just like so scared to do anything, because my brother was such a great artist, a great singer, a great actor. So me growing up, my dad, the light was always on him. And
my uncle.
I hated my dad for that, because I didn't understand. It wasn't my dad. My dad just didn't. I wasn't giving my dad enough to praise me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I do. Yeah.
So I grew up. I mean, shit.
You grew up in the shadow.
I just honestly, since this podcast is so juicy, I just had a fucking DNA test. I dropped that low a few years ago. We're at my brother's house, and I told my dad, I want a DNA test to see if you're my real dad.
Well, there's another reason, because
there's another reason, but there was a 13-page letter my mom, when she died, my dad finally showed me.
She basically said
later, like there was a guy she cheated on named Ronnie Baxley.
That might be
motherfucker. Show your face. Show your face.
But it might be his
you
dad,
look like
which is not. It's false. Larry's his dad.
But there was a 14-page letter she wrote to this guy the night she cheated on my dad. He was out of town playing music. He came back, and there was a beer on the table in this letter that she was writing, but she fell asleep. Didn't know he was coming back early.
Yeah.
And then my dad put that in a Ziploc bag for 30 fucking years.
Didn't tell him.
He didn't say he found it.
He didn't say shit.
He didn't say no. So he just treated him like
my mom. They got divorced, and then that was it.
Yeah, but the thing is, he never said shit to him. Yeah.
So my mom, we went to visit her in Oregon. She died in a hospice. Okay. I say, Mom, we're sitting on our porch. I said, Mom, I love you, but is there anything like you're going to take to the grave with you or anything?
Like anything you need to say?
Just open up. Just tell me anything, Mom, because once you die, that's it. We don't know shit. You know what I'm saying?
We can't pick your brain.
At this point, that's it. She goes, well, there was this one letter that your dad might still have. I go, what? What do you mean letter? And then she totally fucking blanked out. Like, take me aside.
She she also had dementia towards the
she was all
so it was like little spurts of
it would
shit.
come back,
it was like a scary movie.
Yeah.
I killed the motherfucker.
What? Yeah.
And you're like, did she really say that? Is that real? Is that real?
Scary shit. So I was calm. I said, Mom, it's okay. Don't worry about it. And like fucking 10 minutes later, I'm on the phone. Dad, what's up?
Yeah.
Is there some kind of
I heard
letter
some
Mom's
shit
talking about? Yeah. He goes, Mom, why are you talking about? What are you talking about? And on I think it was like my fucking 30th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking
with
gave
Matt,
me a letter. He gave me this fucking Ziploc bag with like 13. I think there's 2 pages missing, but there's like 13-page letter in detail about this guy named Ronnie Baxley that my mom cheated on to be a father for me. Like my name was the only one. I have another brother, my older brother. He was never mentioned in a letter.
Yeah,
it was all about, hey, you got to teach Adam how to build a house. You got to teach him about how to, do man stuff.
So she was basically writing a letter to the other guy saying like, hey, your son's here.
But I thought,
do shit.
When I read that, I was in shock. I was like, where's my lawyer? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need some, what's going on,
Yeah.
So in my mind, for years, I was stuck like, wow, this could be my father. Like my dad's away.
This could be a fucking movie.
This guy's hitting my mom while my dad's on the road playing with the coasters. Okay. And then she gets pregnant. My dad comes home, hits a couple times, but the seed's already planted. Here comes me, you know what I'm saying? And then my dad, hippie musician, he don't know what the fuck's going on. Oh, I got you pregnant. Oh, fuck, when did that happen?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, boom, here I come. And he just took me on as a responsibility as a father because my mom was very manipulative. So she just put that in his head like, this is your kid. So my whole life has been fucking warped.
But I'm gonna ask you this because I've never been in a situation. I don't know how to.
And I saw his penis, and we the same.
Let me ask you this. What if you found out that was your dad? Would it made a difference or no?
I'll keep my shit in.
It would. If he was of the other guy, it would make a world of difference.
Why
because
though? Because
my dad never said I love you.
Well, the thing is,
I needed love. I was a mama's boy. I was a mama's boy, and my brother, he was a daddy's boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I needed, after my mom's I love you stopped because she was in the medical field, she was teaching around the United States.
Yeah.
After she left us and dropped us off with my dad, I never heard I love you.
Yeah. And it wasn't just because and it wasn't that he didn't.
I needed that.
He didn't hear I love you. It's like from what I've learned so far, it's like he never saw it either. Like how you showed.
My dad only bought us like clothes, took us to eat, took us to the movies. That was my biggest.
But he showed love to Matt. Like he showed his love to Matt.
How old am I right now? 47.
Yeah.
Why do I still have this memory? When my brother turned like 13 years old or something, he bought him a brand new $250 beautiful fucking leather jacket. Right? I got 2 fucking like goddamn t-shirts for my 13th birthday. You know what I'm saying?
It's little stuff, but it's stuck.
But that's my frozen memory.
No, but this is the reason he's.
And I get older, and I'm thinking, no, it's just the timing. It's just whatever, just t-shirts,
Like if
maybe he had a little more money at the time when my brother turned 13.
Yeah.
Maybe because my dad was a big gambler. He gambled.
Yeah.
He loved to gamble. So maybe he had a little bit more money at the time. He bought the fucking Wilson's leather $250 jacket. Bomber jacket, fucking beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's why I killed that fucker's cat. That's another.
But
podcast.
you have to see it from like the point of view that like if he would have, let's say Larry did show like love and genuine like affection for him,
How would it be
I never heard it in my fucking ears.
His whole life could have been like way different because he had like he's an amazing musician and like Matt. They tell the talent story.
Oh, talent story. Basically, me and my brother in the beginning, my brother would. He'd pump me up a little bit. We learned like Huey Lewis in the News, like the Heart of Rock and Roll, and then we rehearsed Lionel Richie's Hello. That's why today, that's the only song I sing at karaoke. Mm-hmm. The only song.
Yeah.
Whenever we go to karaoke,
and with Matt, you sing.
I swear to God, that's what I'm saying. I'm stuck. I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
Because that's the only song that I will do live karaoke, and that's it. Okay. Because when we were younger, my grandma and this big old folks community had this big talent show. Yeah. And we lived with my grandma at the time with my dad. And she says, oh, you boys are so talented. You should learn a couple songs and sing in the talent show for all the ladies, blah, blah. We're like, yeah, we'll do it. The moment, dude, we rehearsed fucking weeks and weeks and weeks. And we had it down. We had both songs down, both our parts. We were ready to rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? The fucking moment backstage when we were about to go on, I ducked out. Mm-hmm. And when people tell you, oh, is there a moment in life where you can go back and you change it?
Yeah.
It was that one.
That was the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I would get up on stage and fucking sing. But after that point, never sang in front of anybody my whole life.
You'll hear.
Why'd you duck out?
Yeah.
He was
stage fright. I just didn't want to stand in the same spotlight as my brother because he was way the fuck up here. He was like,
did he want you to come with him though?
Yeah.
Matt begged him to come on
he's
stage.
like, come on, dude, this is our chance. Let's go sing. Who cares? I'll sing most of the parts. Just
and Matt, you'll see Matt nowadays like he won't
my brother is a spitting image
of
musically as my dad.
Yeah, all that too. Yeah.
Everything. My dad was an actor. My dad was a musician, artist. My brother is my dad. Me, I always had that, like, where do I fit in? Mm-hmm. So I tried to take a little bit of my dad.
I feel like based off the story, though, I don't know if that's 100%.
But you said, where did I fit in?
But that moment.
Check him.
That
you
moment.
Said, where did I fit in? Because you put yourself in that spot.
Exactly. You're damn right I did.
He put himself in that spot.
I put myself in that spot.
Because you
and guess what? Years I stayed in that spot. Yeah. Years. But I never tried to do something like, oh, I want to be better than my brother. I just want to be on the same fucking level.
Yeah.
But why I had opportunity.
I don't understand because see, I don't know.
It's emotional,
brother. But why is it a competition though? Why can't you just be who you are?
Because the love and attention my dad got.
It's competition for that attention. It's competition for that love from that person.
It's not. So I have
it's not between the brothers. It sounds like it's not. It's
my
not
brother was supporting. My brother to this day has always gave me opportunity. Like, hey, man,
it's not. It's not necessarily a competition. Like if me and Ken, it's not a competition between us. It's who can get your attention.
Your attention, yeah.
And it's a competition for that.
But since my brother did so much,
I don't care.
since my brother did so much, imagine like you sitting in the back corner. Say, my brother and my dad are sitting in a room. They're laughing, having fun. And you peek around the corner with a little tear coming down your face. Like you want to be there.
Yeah.
But you put yourself. You don't move yourself forward. You just kind of stay there because you trap yourself.
Are you afraid of being? Were you?
But see, the personality that I am,
right.
I'd have went over there. What the hell y'all laughing?
No, see, okay, now see,
when
now
the love of my mother was taken away, when
Yeah.
I stopped that really fucked me up.
It's
Because
not,
my
it's
dad,
the households we were raised in.
right?
So
Right.
like,
Yeah, like you said,
your
the
household,
norms.
that's your.
But it wasn't my mom's
personality, so
fault. It
different.
wasn't my dad's fault. It was just
Life.
That's how it
The
was.
situation.
the situation
I
that
get it.
I put myself in a cage and I threw the key far.
Like if he would have maybe like had the courage to do that and have that like same attitude as you, it probably would be way different.
Hypothetically, though, if you think about it, that's a father's position to now bring him to that.
Yeah, because
key.
he shouldn't. As a
would you
kid,
let
he
me
shouldn't
stay in
have
that
to
point?
step
And
out.
that's
you wouldn't
Yeah.
let me stay there. You would
You would have
notice
been
that I'm
like, you'd have been
there,
like, where the fuck's
and you
EJ
would
at?
try to like,
Yeah.
you'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
But my dad
That's what we
never
see.
in his damn
that's-
life hugged me and came over and said,
yeah,
son,
that's
My dad never did that either.
I'm noticing
But he
things.
would
But
let
you
you-
changed.
But
No,
some
but
people-
see, you changed.
Some
your
people
way.
have it inside them naturally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's called being
Well,
smart.
believe it or not, when I was young, I was shy
He was super shy.
until I joined the military.
Yeah,
And I was made to be out front. I was a tour guide in the Pentagon. I had to talk in front of 50
Jesus
people
Christ.
at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to do it. So that molded me into being.
But it's a life
person.
experience. His was that way.
I understand.
I sheltered
understand.
myself.
I understand where you're
Yeah.
coming from
Because-
but I knew I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like for instance, he was always outgoing, and that's because of me.
But I'm gonna tell you too that outgoing stuff is there, right? But there was fear too. Like it
Yeah.
ain't like
It's
just
fear.
outgoing.
No,
Yeah,
it's fear.
all the time.
Explain a
it's
little bit of fear.
It's
So-
fear for me.
I want to hear the fear.
When it comes to fear, so like my job now, I brief in front of people all the
Yeah,
time.
we talking in public. It's
And
fear.
there's a thing where like me personally, I question my intelligence sometimes, like on my way up, and I didn't necessarily want to put like if it's something that you know a whole lot about, I don't feel comfortable telling you about.
Exactly.
I didn't.
Now
I
you
would-
feel like you're gonna be
and,
judged.
but that's my whole life. It's been like that. But there's also a part of me that like that is the part of you that I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm a fuck. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out blazing.
I've seen him.
I'm gonna
I've
go out
seen him
fucking
like,
blazing.
yeah.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna be wrong as
That's me
hell
all day.
and fuck everybody.
me
That's
all
awesome.
day.
Like that's it. That's
No,
what I'm
he
trying
has
to
that.
turn it
Yeah,
into.
he
That's
has
me
that.
all
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Welcome
kick it in.
Eminem to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick in the wall,
Yeah.
and they gonna tell me I'm shit because I'm gonna give it to
But
you.
he
Or
fucking-
they're
yeah,
gonna tell
yeah.
me, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. It was great. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with right now.
Exactly.
But we
Yeah.
appreciate you being here. It was a great
Exactly. Get
off the
effort.
stage.
And I'm gonna walk out knowing at least I did.
Or they
I
say
tried,
we need
you know?
somebody to do this. Nobody said I'll do it.
I'll
Give
do
me
it.
that.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's see what happens.
I started to be like that when I got older. I kind of said fuck it.
Yeah.
I became a trainer everywhere I worked. I
I've
went
noticed-
above and
I've
beyond. I
noticed
got
that
employee
too,
of the month
yeah.
everywhere I worked
Because
because I said enough's
Why
enough.
not? Yeah.
Enough's
Yeah.
enough. I need to be the fucking. I need the light on me a little bit.
He
you know what I'm
notices
saying?
like, and it's funny
took
because
me
there's,
years.
there's a direct comparison between like him and Matt, and then me and Gavin. Because like Gavin, I get his love, right? And Gavin gets your love too. But my mom,
We'll go back on that one.
Yeah,
This motherfucker's trying to say one of my kids don't love me.
No, I said
Suicide.
I said
One
your
of my
love.
kids don't love
Anyways,
me. Wow. I need some motherfucking therapy after this. Nigga. You paying
So-
too. You
so-
making more money than your dad right now. You paying every dollar.
so my
I'm gonna leave her crying. And shit.
So
Like,
my fucking
Plays a
so
Phil
my
Collins.
mom, since we grew up with her more, that's like that was my constant battle. Is like me and my mom, and yeah, like we talk or whatever. But like you'll notice that she always posts him. Like it's always Gavin. This is my boy. Blah blah blah. And like yeah, she talks about me all the time too. But it's always been like Gavin. Like and I know it's her youngest child, so of course it's like
it's the baby.
yeah.
But the weird thing is,
yeah.
he was a firstborn. Well,
I
not
was
not her firstborn.
No, it's not my mom's
secondborn.
firstborn. Yeah.
But he felt a little bit of that
Yeah.
middle child syndrome too.
I
it's
still
a
do to
serious
this day.
fucking thing.
It fucks you up when you're a middle child because
Well,
like
my daughter
she's middle
always.
child.
I don't know what she's in the middle a little
Yeah.
bit. But she always would tell me, she would say now as an adult, she says like you show more attention to your stepkids than she would hit me with that. I'm like,
That's deep.
I'm like, that's not true. That's just the way you saw
You
it.
saw it, yeah,
Because you wanted to be off alone and being mad about some shit that nobody knows what you're mad about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm not going to stop engaging with them because you're mad at something.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop. You want me to stop here.
Focus on you for a second.
Yeah, it doesn't do that. Now, if you want to be mad, be the fuck mad. I don't care.
Again, yeah, and I was never mad.
care,
about
but
it.
I don't care.
Yeah, I was never mad about anything. Like I completely understood where it was coming from, but it's just like for the spotlight reason, right? Like Gavin, athlete, fucking, you know what I mean? Great looking kid, funny as fuck, shredded abs, like got the girls.
But see, I don't understand that because
no, see, that's what
shredded abs, Gavin.
But
But
what I'm
everything
saying
you
is
said,
brought to you by
everything
creatine.
Yeah.
But everything
That's
you said,
me.
I know, but everything you said. That
It's
has
obtainable.
nothing. No, you could have had shredded abs.
Yeah.
You
No,
could've-
yeah.
You could have done all those things too. You could have been an
can.
athlete.
If you would have ran
could've-
that extra mile.
You could,
didn't shit on yourself.
Shit on yourself. It's almost like I'm upset because I'm not him.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of personal for me that it's no, because that's what I'm trying to make the direct comparison of. My dad like had the potential to be a Matt, like to be what Matt's doing now.
But he chose
like his
not
uncle,
to.
but he chose not to.
Right.
So for me, like when I was growing up, I had the potential to be Gavin, like what he's
Right,
doing.
right.
But I didn't. So I'm sure like that's
But
a
you can't have
comparison.
a slow song about it. though, because you know, you chose-
No. I think
I was
I
like
think,
building it up.
I think ultimately in that too, that's another parent thing, and you have to teach your kids to be comfortable with who they are.
Yeah, and see, I never.
You can't necessarily be somebody else, and you don't. I'm hypersensitive to that shit because I look at a lot of people who want to identify as something else that's not them, even if it's like simple shit. Somebody's like, "Oh, I don't like the way this is." Fuck that, dude. You do the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. Every
You
single
need
person that's
therapy.
around
Glover's
me.
a great guy to talk to.
Like everybody's around me. If you're not you can't be in this fucking circle because I didn't bring you into my life to be this
Some
motherfucker
random
over
bitch,
here.
yeah.
Exactly.
I didn't want that. But
Exactly.
I wanted to be with you. I
Exactly.
want all of you, whatever the fuck that is. If it's good, bad, and different, I want that.
I think this motherfucker's watching Lion King too much. You motherfucking Lion King over here.
But it's true.
I know it's true, Simba, but yeah.
And look, he's Simba. He's Simba, and I'm Mufasa because I told him that same shit. I'm like,
I know, I love
we ain't doing that.
It's a good, and it's a lot of like.
I'm just sensitive. That's the bottom
No,
line.
I
I'm
am
a
too.
sensitive
I am too.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
The
That's
way
it.
I come with it, bring this in. Do
Yeah,
that shit.
I think
Hashtag
this is
Pisces.
my thing. Like
that.
yeah, see, he's sensitive, and I'm sensitive too, of course. Fucking super sensitive. But he like my thing is like the love thing is like that's like super important to me. Not like you legit could fucking like don't do anything like friendship wise. Like we talk, but like
It ain't like
we don't fucking talk.
24/7,
Yeah,
like,
we don't talk
it's
every
always-
fucking day.
Yeah, I get that.
But when we do talk, it's like meaningful. It fucking means shit. You know what I mean? And
It ain't
that's
empty
those are my
talking.
best
It's
friends.
real conversation.
Yeah, my best friends are the ones that like I don't really talk to that often. But when we do talk, it's like night and day. Like it's
You know
fucking,
who one of my best friends is?
Eddie.
That motherfucker right
was about to
there.
say-
No, this
Ladies and
motherfucker
gentlemen,
right
just
here.
pointed at his son.
This motherfucker right here. I can call him and say, "Listen, dude, this was
And it's funny,
my
too, 'cause
balls
now-
ain't working right now, and I'm trying to give your
My what?
mama some, and it ain't working." And I can tell him anything.
Yeah.
And he like, "All right, motherfucker, this is what you need to do."
Because now at this point, it's a lot. Like
Well, you're an
years-
adult now, so
and it's
he can
funny
look at
'cause
you as a.
The other day, you talking about something. You like, nah, this is how it's gonna work. I was like, listen, man, you gotta take it back because what would you tell me in the situation? You being,
and then I'd be
you
like-
being hopeful. You're not
Yeah.
being honest.
You
You're
be
not
like, yeah,
being
you
real.
kind of right actually.
Son, why don't we have that talk?
I'd be
Look,
like, "Yeah, you right."
Hey,
you
let's
right,
go to
you
the
right.
forefront of this conversation. You called him.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Yeah, you
Interesting.
right.
Oh, really? Every time I call you, it's probably you've been up for 29 hours and shit. You tell me like, hey, let's go out to eat at 6 a.m. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking sleeping, dude. What do you know?
Yeah, we're taking shots.
Yeah,
So,
this motherfuckers at parties
called
invite
him.
me to like parties with like 10-year-olds or yeah, listen. I'm on a goddamn network, all right? I'm being monitored. I got a bracelet on my ankle, bitch.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, but like I said,
He's a factual fact.
that's a great bond. That's a great bond, though,
Yeah.
absolutely. But Cameron is
We have a
always, he
good
seems like
bond,
he's
though.
always. I know we have a
Yeah.
great bond, but he's always busy. It seems, you know. Every time I call him, he's
Look,
at work.
because I'm editing the fucking podcast.
I had to wait.
Can you
in
help
on
me
it.
out?
Do you know
Nah.
why he's busy? Because Cameron, like, if you put Cameron in his room and take everything out of it and tell him to stay there, that motherfucker will go crazy.
You go crazy.
He will go crazy.
Yeah.
He will go fucking insane.
I need
and
to
it's
be
not
busy.
even. It's not
Yeah.
even on like a.
It's on a mental level.
No, it's
No,
just
it's physically like busy. Like I call him, he's at his work. He's like, look, I'm at work.
It's
I'm
like his
oh.
insides go boom, 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 boom. I
Well,
gotta.
I do have a 9 to 5.
Now see what me, you put me in this room. with
I'll go to
nothing,
sleep on
I'm
the
gonna go to
floor.
sleep.
No,
I'm
see
cool.
him
Wow.
too. No,
like
I
a
can't though.
fucking-
Like if you put me in my
I'm a
room,
turtle.
if you put me in my room and like took everything out of there and left me with like a pencil, you'd come into like a full story on the wall or some shit. Or like
That's
I would
good.
take that
Artistic
pencil
side.
and like I'd make something because I can't fucking sit there. Or I'd
Oh,
kill
you
myself. there.
find me sleep on your floor.
Yeah.
He's
like,
every
until I
so
fall asleep.
Change the subject. I do have a burning question that's
What's
been
that?
on my mind since the beginning.
Oh, what?
Cops and donuts. Please,
They love 'em.
Please,
They
just-
really do love
This is a
'em.
non-comical
We just
question.
happened to fucking-
Okay.
I'm just saying, cops and donuts. What is it?
It's a thing.
Because they
And
get free
usually-
coffee and shit. They get
Yeah,
all that
you
free.
go.
Is
Right.
it,
Free
is,
coffee.
it, is it because
You get free when you
sometimes
go
your post or like is it stagnant or stagnant?
No, we go get the donuts.
See what I get?
Back in your day, they had no drive-throughs.
No, we go to 7-Eleven to get the donuts, and they say, "Hey, you want some free coffee?" And then we have free coffee.
So,
that's
it's the
nice.
coffee is the plug. Like you get free coffee, and then
but-
donuts go with coffee.
So the donuts are just kind of like.
I've always
the
wondered
in.
that because I still see like cops roll through Dunkin' Donuts drive-through, and
Yeah.
I mean it's still a thing. So I
and
just
it's,
thought like
and it's probably free.
it's like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah,
it
it's
goes
probably-
together.
and it's free.
Yeah, okay.
They
It's
say, hey,
ingrained in there like cops.
most times when we go to establishments and say we're in there with our uniforms on, they want us in there,
Okay,
and
obviously.
they say, "Hey, give you some shit to stay."
What about the term pigs? Why, where, and why did that come up?
I don't know where that came from.
So before
I guess-
1969, it was still
Yeah,
called
way
pigs.
before,
Pigs.
way before
Wow.
1969.
No.
Okay.
Cause we
What?
get it every time.
I know.
What?
He's about to ask about BLM. Because
Yeah.
his opinion is
Black
very
Lives
similar to
Matters?
mine.
Well, I was just gonna ask, being a black cop, how does it like? How did not like your whole life?
His ass took off work when they stormed the goddamn Capitol.
That's what I was just not a whole.
I didn't take off. I was.
Are you
off.
still active?
Not a whole,
Yeah, I'm-
not a whole like your whole career or whatever. Just during the BLM movement, like was that weird? Like,
Let me say this: I was a victim of some racist cops when I was young.
cops racist towards you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Victim.
You can ask
Yeah.
a whole lot of black
Hold
people
on.
that
This
question.
is, this is before you were actually.
This is when I was
cop.
a kid in
Yeah,
high
yeah,
school.
yeah.
and that didn't even stop you, from wanting to be a cop.
right? Yeah.
They pulled me out of
He's
cars.
been a victim too.
They pulled me out of cars, throw me on the ground, and all that bullshit. Yeah.
Oh, my
so
God.
I became a cop. I never wanted to be a cop. It just fell into my lap because
Yeah.
I was a TAC P like him. I got out of that. And I became security forces, right? So I was security forces, went K9, did all that, went overseas, got tired of that, and came out. And that was the quickest job I could get because I
Yeah.
had kids. I got to provide
He
for my
needed
kids.
a paycheck.
You needed something.
So I've been a cop for 30 years, right? So with that being said, Black Lives Matter, let's get into that. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
All cops ain't like that. It's a few. And the way they
A
doing
few that are racist.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the way they doing people is fucked up. That's fucked up.
media a lot
if-
too.
It is media, but if you have there's no media spin you could put on the whole George Floyd thing. That's just fucked up. Nobody's
That
taught
is-
that.
Ooh, what's your opinion on?
It's fucked up.
no,
You
not
talking
the,
about the
not the.
statues.
Yeah,
He
what's your
about to ask
opinion on the
you about the
statues?
The statue.
They put up
Yeah.
a statue.
'Cause
ain't talking about Rushmore
so
either.
my thing is like.
He's like, fuck.
You about
Russell.
the George Floyd statue?
Yeah. So what's your opinion on the fact
you know,
that they chose
I don't got a
George Floyd
fucking
for the
statue.
statue?
I don't mind that. They got a Michael Jordan statue, so what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, it's okay. So this is gonna sound very controversial. Everyone has a past, and I completely like you learn
That has
from your
nothing
past.
to do with that incident.
Exactly. That's But
When
so,
George
we
Floyd's
talked about that
past
the other
has
day.
nothing to do with
Yeah.
when he was getting choked out.
no, 100%. So my thing is, why didn't they include like Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin, like all of these other black people that have passed away from
I think
this?
it's the timing.
No, not see.
Maybe-
No, that's what I'm saying. So
Why
not
didn't
not
they?
not
But
their
I
own
think-
statues.
but I think-
They only
I think-
take the biggest.
I think
They take the
I think he
biggest.
represents all of them.
Like the
I
likes
know,
you
I
get
know.
on
But
Facebook,
what I'm
they only
saying-
take the biggest.
What I'm saying is not
The latest,
not the
most
whole
hottest.
Latest,
fucking
hottest.
statue. Like
That was
they didn't all
worldwide.
get their own statues. But I'm saying like,
Taylor.
why didn't they have like in my vision? I would have had like fuck, dude, ADHD.
All right, pause. I can tell you why. I can tell you
George
why.
Floyd. No, I would have had George Floyd in the center, and then like Breonna Taylor.
Well,
all the
it's
other ones
'cause
like
you-
touching, like just
listen,
like
artistic motherfucker over
Yeah.
here.
I know, but realistically, okay, you look at the person that shot Trayvon Martin. He sold the gun for $300K.
yeah,
He's out of prison. He
fucked
ain't
up,
go to
bro.
jail.
super fucked up. Yeah,
Breonna Taylor's killer.
That's fucked
was
up.
in it
yeah,
for a little
fuck,
bit.
Yeah,
That's fucked up. All of it's messed up.
George Floyd's
Is actually
killer is
making
like
a
the tipping
movement.
point.
Yeah,
where
The
yeah.
world will always be twisted.
Yeah.
You just have to survive
And the
it.
only way I'm gonna tell you, the only way it's gonna stop. You know when it's gonna stop? When more cops like Chauvin get prosecuted.
yeah, 100%.
because it's going to
that's the
put
only
fear in other cops. Like,
Because-
okay, we're
because
done. We're done.
because I'm not gonna stop and be because with the body cam, I'm not gonna be like throwing people down on the ground and doing all
Yeah.
the. I'm like, hey, you got some weed? I don't care.
You
Move
okay?
on.
You okay, man?
I don't care about it.
Do you think that's going to affect policing in the future, though? To a point where now
Yeah,
cops
absolutely.
are scared.
If enough get
Cops
convicted
ain't
quickly,
scared.
No. I'm saying
Cops
cops
ain't
that don't
scared.
do anything bad, but they don't know. Like, let's say the situation is something that looks sketchy to you. You being a cop and you like this. I gotta check this out, and you go check it out, and you get accused of something else. And the way people perceive it is you being that person.
But as a cop, like we have body cams and all that, right? As a cop, if I roll up on a scene,
Don't you
and
turn those on yourself?
Yeah, if it's wrong,
Some state.
if it's wrong, it's wrong, right?
Yeah.
No matter what color you are, if you purple, pink, or blue, if this person's wrong, they wrong.
Yeah.
I don't need to beat you for it.
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
I agree. Yeah, yeah.
I've made many hundreds of traffic stops in my life, and I'm not. So what? The person's wrong. They did something wrong. If you murder somebody, I ain't gonna necessarily beat you. If I see you murder somebody, I might beat the hell out of you.
I gotta stop you.
But
Like, yeah.
if I get you out the car and I handcuff you, we're done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let
Take you to
whoever need
jail.
to judge you.
I don't
judge.
understand how people are handcuffed and getting beat. That never rung in
Because
my
that's
head.
not supposed to happen.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
You don't do that. And all those cops that are doing that are wrong.
Yeah.
Period.
Amen.
I don't know. I just feel like it should be like in the bylaws of like being a cop.
It is.
Yeah.
Cameron, when you finally have kids,
It is.
Yeah.
It
might be that
says
way.
you can't do that.
It's just
we
weird
have
that like
rules.
no, I know, but it's weird that they don't get like properly prosecuted for shit like that.
And that's
why
the Black Lives
people are
Matter.
pissed off.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's
because
why.
white, when white cops do bad stuff,
Yeah.
they get off scot free.
Yeah,
And somebody
fucking
asked me
chill.
one time, well, aren't black cops doing that to white people? I don't know. I ain't never heard of it. Have y'all seen it?
No, I
I
haven't
haven't
fucking
seen
seen
it.
it,
Maybe
yeah.
once or twice, maybe,
And 100%, I feel like if it was happening, that shit would be like top line news.
Exactly,
Like,
right?
yeah. Mhm.
And I'm
I've never
a
heard like a gang of black cops beating up a
Hell
white
no.
guy.
and I'm a
Never.
black cop. I done took plenty white people out of the car. I'm not going to beat on
Yeah,
you for
well, because
what?
I feel like it's fucking, I don't know, you just real common sense in your head. Like they're
But at the
human, I'm a
same time,
human.
they're using their emotion.
Yeah.
When I get something, I'm not scared or I'm not worried when we're doing a traffic stop or something. I'm not worried about that. Especially if I got backup.
Time?
Yeah, he wants to
'cause
hurry up.
My wife's blowing my phone up.
Oh, we can. Yeah. You can
So-
say it. We're an open podcast. We
Yeah,
usually,
you.
Oh, sorry. I was
Normally-
pointing at my watch because
Yeah.
my wife is blowing up my phone.
Normally
Well, I'm
towards,
sure
trying
my
to
wife is
respect
blowing
the
up my phone
podcast.
too.
towards the end.
Because it's
we
going
usually
on
say-
6:15.
You wanna end it?
My wife is blowing up my phone too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
No,
I-
we don't.
We
don't
can be
have-
here all day. When you
Yeah.
have close connections
Man, that
like
was like
fathers
a
and
therapy
sons in a
session.
room, you can be here all night
This is gonna
long.
be a good ass podcast.
Like Lionel Richie,
I'm not-
baby.
Yeah.
Look how much I have to edit.
You got a lot to edit, bro.
I'm just
That's
gonna fucking-
scary.
and I know I have to. I actually have to go into this one. Normally I just clip and clip. But there,
certain
yeah,
parts
certain
you're gonna
parts.
have to bleep some shit out.
Because I know the female that was discussed, she doesn't like her life to be publicly displayed.
That's
so-
fine. That's
yeah. So I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
like cut that person out. But
It's up to you what you want to leave in here, man. You can leave the good stuff.
I'll leave all my shit in. I don't care. I've told people about my stuff, but I'm saying like that portion of it. Anyways, so yeah, in the podcast we usually always end it like we're like I'll literally tell Glover like you'll be good. Do you have anything else?
I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for inviting us here today. We
Yeah,
had a
absolutely.
blast.
We need
man.
the fucking
Absolutely.
honor. We were waiting for this shit.
I've been waiting. for
Whenever your
yeah.
pops comes back to town, man, let's
Oh,
do
I'll
it
be back.
again.
It'll be back. I'll
Yeah.
be back. I can see
We're gonna
my
do like a part
grandbabies.
2, part 3.
We've
Let's
been
just
waiting
keep
for
it
this
going
shit
like
for
that.
fucking months.
Yeah, we
Like-
were
like a- like a-
we
like
were
a-
talking about it in the beginning as like a dream, and then shit just
Yeah.
started lining up, and I was like, oh,
There it comes.
I was like, Cam, they're gonna be here at the end of the month. Can your dad beat? Can you come?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you-
absolutely.
Yeah,
And
that
Cam was
perfect
like, he said,
timing.
yeah, and I was like, oh shit, this is
Yeah.
gonna happen. Then we started plussing
flawless.
up shit, buying mics, and doing.
No, this is perfect. Like I said, this is
Glad we have our fucking mics.
can be anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
like
man.
Maxwell time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we can still have him on. We'll just do the video one, as I said. We'll just have him on a video.
I'm with
Yeah, I
it.
could do video.
Yeah.
Can you dress in uniform?
No, I can't.
Please.
I can't do that.
Motherfucker, police academy.
My boss would be like,
What the fuck are you doing?
Boy, you better.
But yeah.
doing that.
All right, cool.
Cool, man.
good?
Thank you so much.
Cool.
All right.
It's good having y'all.
Yeah, it was really nice actually. Kind of.
Hey.
I almost broke for a second there.
Can't.
Well,
Yeah,
Cam,
when you were talking about your
I
shit,
love you,
when you were
Cam.
talking-
I love you, Ken. I know. I think you wanted to hear that. I was
when
like,
you were talking about your dad and shit, I was like, I kept looking his way and I was like, don't fucking cry.
oh, really?
No, because because you deserve a lot, and it
Right.
sucks that you grew up without.
No,
the shit
I
that you
deserve. I got everything I've ever wanted.
No, I know, but I'm saying like, yeah, right. Yeah,
Kodak,
go ahead, wink
sponsor.
again. No, but I'm saying like, as you grew up, like the Matt got the love, Matt got all that shit, and it's like weird to me because knowing him, I'm like, why didn't you get any of that? Like, it's stupid. I'm like, why? Like, you fucking deserved it, and he could have been a totally different person if someone just took the fucking time to like.
But,
look at him.
but overall,
Yeah.
I think like who I am today.
Yeah, it shaped it. Yeah,
Would
yeah.
never have
Oh no,
happened.
yeah.
Because I would have been someone that maybe I didn't want to be or took away time from my kids.
I couldn't have been here.
But I've made my
Legit.
life, so I'm with my kids as much
Yeah.
as possible or legally.
legally.
Yeah.
Child support sucks. But peace and hair grease.
Somebody been listening.
Hey, I'm a true fan. I'm a true fan.
Look, that's the ending. Yeah. So we want to thank you guys for listening. You can find us on all social media platforms, Scope of Life Official. We have a YouTube channel. This episode was cut. So, it was cut halfway through for the video portion of it. However, next podcast we will have a full video, and it will be the fucking top of the line quality. I promise you.
He ain't letting go.
I am getting it, and we'll ensure that we have the video for the whole podcast next time. That will be shorter, of course, so it'll be a little easier.
Ain't gonna be 2 hours.
Make sure you guys check out Glovebox Gaming on YouTube. He has dope ass merch if you want to buy it too.
If you at the beginning of the video, you can see it actually. Some of it.
Yeah. At the beginning of the video, you'll be able to see his merch. Also, put some up right here real quick in the credit thumbnail. I'll just leave your fucking merch in the ending thumbnail. But yeah, so we just want to thank you guys for watching, and we love you, and we hope you have a good day.
Peace, love, and head grease.
We love you.
I say it.
Scope of light.